Welcome to Yoga with Dagny. For today's practice, you can either use 2 bricks or nothing at all. I am going to start sitting on a couple of bricks just to give me a little support. But you're welcome to sit flat on the floor if you prefer. We are going to begin today. Let's just come into Dandasana for a moment with our legs straight out. And sit up nice and straight. And just take a moment. If you can reach out through your heels for a moment and just try to align your spine. And then take your left leg and place your left ankle beneath your right knee and your right ankle beneath your left knee. And just come into an easy pose, trying to reach the feet as far under the knees as it's comfortable for you today. If your knees are bothering you, you can always put one leg out for a little while and switch legs. Or, if you need to sit in a chair, you can sit in a chair. However you can just be here. We're just gonna work a little bit first with the breath and find a breath called the box breath. And the box breath is very good for grounding us. It's good when we're feeling anxious or out of sorts or too much up in our heads. It just can help bring us right back into our center and help us to ease anxiety and become more grounded. So the box breath is very simple if you haven't done it before. It's basically, we're going to breathe in and out through the nose. We're going to inhale to a slow count of 2, hold for a slow count of 2, exhale for a slow count of 2, and hold for a slow count of 2. So it's inhale, 2, hold, 2, exhale, 2, hold, 2. So that's basically what it's going to be, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So let's just try that for a few moments. Maybe sit up nice and straight and close your eyes and let go of where you've been, what your day was. Let go of what's coming next for you and just allow yourself to land in your body, to become grounded in your body in this moment. Maybe take your hands and put them downward on your lap as a symbol of grounding yourself here in this body in this moment. And then gently sealing your lips, we'll inhale, 2, hold, 1, 2, exhale through the nose, 1, 2, hold, 1, 2. And we'll continue on that measure. Inhale, 2, hold, 2, exhale, 2, hold, 2. Continue for another 3 full breaths. And this breath can be longer if you want to inhale to the count of 3 and hold for the count of 3. It's just about keeping it symmetrical. So now that we've learned the breath, we're going to use that breath throughout our entire practice. And every movement that we do today is going to be aligned with the box breath. And we're going to begin by inhaling to the count of 2, holding to the count of 2, exhaling, turning to the left for the count of 2, holding for the count of 2, inhale, hold, exhale, opposite side, hold, inhale, sweeping back to center, hold, exhale, other way, hold. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhaling, exhaling. Big sweeping arms. Exhale. Exhaling. Inhaling back to center and exhaling the palms forward. And then just walk your hands out in front of you. Keep your chest lifted and just walk your hands forward. So we're going to inhale, getting really long. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale, walk a little further forward. And hold for 2 seconds. And just do a couple of these in a forward fold. Good, and then inhale, creeping back up and exhaling. And then we're just going to switch the cross of our legs. This time we'll take the right one beneath first and then the left one. I'm going to come down off of my bricks now. I feel ready to come down. So you can either stay up or come down. It's up to you. And I'm going to do this one down on the ground, letting my hips open a little bit more. So we're going to do it again with a different cross. Inhaling to 2, holding for 2, exhaling to the left, and twisting a little more. Inhaling, holding, exhaling, holding. Let's do 2 more of those. One more. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, holding, and exhaling down, and holding. Again, we're going to creep forward, stretching the hips, and you melt. Keeping the chest lifted, continuing with the box breath. Inhaling for 2, holding for 2, exhaling a little further forward for 2, and holding for 2. Inhaling, holding a little further, exhaling, and holding. Good, and then just creeping ourselves up. We're going to come into Upavista next. So Upavista is our wide angle pose. So maybe just see if you could take your legs wide and sit up nice and straight again. And we're going to just kind of see if we can lift ourselves up a little bit more by coming with our hands by our hips and lifting the spine. And then trying to maintain that, trying to keep our feet straight up toward the ceiling. We're going to do the same thing. Inhale for 2, hold for 2, exhale left for 2, and hold for 2. Opposite way. Inhaling center, holding, exhaling, holding, inhaling, exhaling. One more time each way. Inhaling center, exhaling hands to heart, inhaling hands out, lifting chest, exhaling coming forward. Inhaling, lifting chest, holding for 2 seconds, exhaling coming forward, and one more cycle. Inhaling, holding, exhaling, holding, and inhaling. Come back up, and we'll exhale and we'll bend the left leg in. Bringing it right into the perineum, if you can. And we're gonna inhale, get nice and tall. We're gonna exhale and roll our belly to the left. Inhale, get very tall, and exhale, lengthen our right side of our body out over our right leg, holding for 2. Inhaling the arm up, holding for 2. Exhaling the arm over and holding for 2. Inhaling back up and holding for 2. Exhaling back to center and holding for 2. One more time on this side. Inhale, grow tall, hold for 2. Exhale, belly rolls left, hold for 2. Inhale, grow tall, hold for 2. Exhale, extend that right side of the body out of the right leg and hold for 2. Inhale, arm comes up, hold, exhale, arm comes over, hold, heart rolls up. Inhale, back to center, hold, exhale, belly back to center and hold. And then taking a Bada Konasana to transition. Just taking a couple of box breaths here in Bada Konasana, sitting up as straight as you can. Allow yourself to enter this rhythm of the breath. Enter the groundedness, grounding down through your seat, lifting your crown as you're breathing. And then we're going to take the right one in toward the perineum, extending the left one. Same stretch 22 times on this side. Inhaling, growing tall. Exhale, rolling belly. Holding for 2. Inhale, growing tall. Holding for 2. Exhale, coming out over the left leg. Holding for 2. Inhale, lifting the arm. Holding for 2. Exhaling, arm over, stretching whole body. Holding for 2. Inhale, arm back up, coming up, hold for 2, exhaling back to center. And inhale, grow tall, hold, exhale, roll belly right, hold. Inhale, grow tall, hold, exhale, elongate, and hold. Inhale, arm up, hold, exhale, arm over, hold, Inhale, up, hold, exhale, belly back to center. One more time, tall, rolling the belly right, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, going long and hold. Inhaling, arm up, holding, exhaling, arm over, holding. Inhale, use the arm to come up and hold. Exhale, back to the center and hold. Good. And then we're just going to bring the legs straight forward again. And we're just going to do a little work with our wrists. So first, just using the hands to press down to sit up straight for Dandasana. And then we're going to turn the wrists over. So you're resting as much of the back of the hand on the floor as you can. And just trying to stretch the wrists. The hands are right by your outer hips. Kind of pressing those arms straight, stretching the fronts of the wrists by putting as much of the back of the hand on the floor as you can. And just straightening the arms and sitting up straight, trying to get the entire back of the hand on the floor surface. And just growing the tower of your spine and just taking a few minutes with the wrists in this position to enter the box breath. Try to keep those elbows straight, spine lifted, continuing for another breath or two. And then just slowly releasing the wrists forward. We're just going to do a few wrist circles. Trying to just get flexibility in the wrists. Good. Maybe taking them forward, taking them back a couple of times. Good for if you're on the computer all day, good for if you're a body worker, good for if you're a mechanic, whatever you do. It's just, we use our hands a lot. So now we're just kind of shaking them out. Ooh. Really letting them go. Ah, yes. Good. And releasing, roll the shoulders out. Now we're going to come into bridge and do a couple of variations with a little bit of bridge with breath. The first one, you're going to lie on your back and you're just going to walk your feet in toward your sitting bones. You're going to roll your shoulders under as best you can. And we're going to take a big breath in and hold it for 2. And then we're going to exhale and lift the pelvis and hold it for 2. Inhale, lift higher and hold it for 2. Exhale, lower it down, top to bottom, and hold it for 2. Maybe you want to, increase to the count of 3 here if it feels good, but we're going to do this at our own pace. Inhaling up, holding, exhale, lift higher, holding, inhaling up more, holding, and exhaling slowly down, and holding. And we'll do that again. Inhaling up, lift that pelvis up, hold it. And we'll just do a slow exhaling down and hold. And let's just do it with that breath. Inhaling up and holding. Exhaling down and holding. Try to go a little higher each time if you can. See if you can really hear the breath as you go in and out. So the next time we get up there, we're gonna inhale up and hold. Exhale out and hold. And we're gonna take 2 more breaths like that up here. Trying to soften the buttocks, but lift the pelvis. And then 1 more breath in. And hold it. And exhale it down. And hold it. And then just let the breath return to normal for a moment as you rest here for a moment. Take a couple of normal breaths, just noticing the effect of all this work on the box breath on your breath. And next, we're going to add some arms into this. We're going to inhale the buttocks up and take the arms overhead and hold. And exhale the arms down and the buttocks down and hold. Inhale up and hold. Exhale down and hold. And you can increase the length of time of each breath if you want, or slow it down, but let's do 3 more at your own pace. And we're gonna do 1 more. This time we're gonna stay up for 2 breaths. So inhaling up to the count of 2, holding for the count of 2, exhaling, staying up, and holding for the count of 2. 2 more full breaths like that, staying up here. And then big breath in and hold, and then exhale, arms down, buttocks down, and hold. Good. And then just taking the knees into the chest, just hug them. Let the breath return to normal. Rock from side to side. Release the lower back. Enjoy this little knees to chest pose. And then keeping the knees into the chest, let's keep the left one up to the chest, extending the right one out. And then just using that right arm to take that knee across the midline into a little supine twist, just stretching out the spine a little bit. And continuing for a moment with the box breath, inhaling, holding, and exhaling, and holding. When you're ready, inhaling back to center, holding, and exhaling both knees into the chest, and holding. And this time we'll keep the right one in, extend the left one out. Big breath in and hold. Exhale over and hold. And 2 more big breaths here. Using the box method, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. When you're ready, you can inhale back to the center and hold. And exhale, both knees into the chest. And hold. And then we're just going to gently roll to the side and softly come up. And we're just going to do a little bit of work here. So we're going to start in a child's pose with the arms tucked behind. Knees can be slightly apart. So deep breath in and hold, and then exhale and hold. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale to the count of 2, arms sweep out and up. Hold for the count of 2. Exhale, folding back like the flower down. And holding for 2, letting go. Let's do that again. Slow, steady inhalation. Holding, slow, steady exhalation. And holding. 2 more. And then when you're ready, inhale and just come on up. Kneeling position. And let's just take our hands out into extended child's pose. And take an exhalation. When you're ready, we're going to inhale up to tabletop and hold for 2, curling the toes under. Exhale up into downward facing dog and hold for 2. Inhaling back to tabletop for 2, toes unfurl, exhaling to child's pose and holding for 2. Inhale up, hold, toes curl, exhale up, hold, inhale table, hold, exhale child's, hold. 2 more of these. Inhale up. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more of these. Inhaling. Exhaling. Holding. Inhaling. Holding. Exhaling. Holding. Inhaling up. Holding. Exhaling dog. Holding. This time inhale and look up between your hands and hold. And then exhale, just walk forward into a nice little forward fold. Just holding there for a moment. And when you're ready, inhale and just reverse swan dive up. And hold. And exhale the hands to the heart. And hold. And we'll just release all of that. Release the box breath. Return to normal breath for just a moment and just take a Tadasana mountain pose. Feet together or slightly apart. Crown rising up to heaven, feet rooting down to the earth. Integrity in the spine, feeling a lift. A stacking of the vertebrae, a stacking of the bones. A broadness in your heart center. An openness in your breath. Eyes open. Let's inhale the fingertips up to the chest and exhale. Step your feet apart. Let's come a little bit wide. And then we're gonna take a moment to turn our right toes in and roll our left ones out, straight out. And then bring the arms out to the side, turns your palms up. Let's inhale the arms up, stretching up. Hold for two. On the exhale, we're gonna bend the front knee and bring the arms out, holding for two. And so really just for a minute, find your groundedness, find your pose here before we go into the breath. So your back leg, toes are turned in a little bit, and you're grounding through that back edge of that foot. Your front leg is releasing to bend so that the knee comes over the ankle and you have a firm foundation in your feet. And then once you have that, arms out to the side, we're gonna inhale, straighten, arms come up, holding for two, exhale, bending, arms come down, holding for two. This back leg stays grounded. So inhaling, holding, exhaling, holding. Let's do that 3 more times with breath. Inhaling up, holding, exhaling, hands to heart, holding. And we're gonna turn the back toes in, bring them in a little bit, rolling the front ones out. Last side for this. Hips are forward and charge the arms out to the side. Let's inhale those arms up and hold for two. Exhale, lunging for two. Inhale, two, hold, two, exhale, two, hold. Continuing with breath. And one more of these. Inhale up, hold, exhale down, hold. And when you're ready, inhale, straighten, turn both feet to face forward, And we're just going to take a nice forward fold with wide legs. So let your heels come out, your toes come in, and your hands come to the ground. Take a moment to look forward, lengthen your spine forward, and then just walk your hands back between your feet. If you can't touch the ground, you can have your hands on the bricks and just let your head hang for a moment. Release your shoulders here. Legs are straight. Neck is soft. Taking a couple of box breaths on your own down here. And when you're ready, inhale, walk the hands forward, and heel toe the feet in. And then the hands to the hips, inhale up with a long straight spine. And we're just gonna come down to a squat if you can for a moment. Hands to the heart, maybe settling back into the heels. And then just releasing down to the ground. And we're just gonna lay down for our last pose of the day, which is Shavasana. So take up space on your mat. Lie flat on your back and arms by your sides. And just close your eyes. And now just let go of the breath and allow the breath to just breathe you. So there's no controlling the breath at all. It's just a surrender of the breath at this point. And just take a moment to really feel the ground beneath you. And just surrender your muscles and your flesh and your bones and your entire body onto the ground. And with each exhalation, just allow yourself to become more grounded, more connected to the earth beneath you. Just letting go of the mind, letting your thoughts just melt toward the earth. Your body just melts toward the earth. Your entire being held by the ground beneath you. As you surrender and let go. And soften. Softening your mind and your body. Softening the expression on your face. Releasing your jaw. Shoulders. Hands. Hips. And feet. As you're held by the Mother Earth, I'm just going to read a little bit to you about groundedness. Do you know the ground you stand on? How well do you know its strengths, its pitfalls, the places that give you courage, the places where you get stuck? Do you know where to find your ground when things get bad? Do you pay any attention when things are good? Nobody gets through life ungrounded, but unless we know this and are conscious of the ground we stand on, we may be shocked to discover what appeared as granite is, in fact, quicksand. Ground has to be cultivated. We create ground by nurturing our convictions, by learning from our experience, by developing trust in ourselves and our world. These cultivation activities require hard work, as any farmer would happily warn us. We can't let our attention lapse. We can't just blindly push through our everyday lives and assume we're staying grounded. We're not. We have to take time to learn and reflect, stepping out of the fray to observe it periodically. As much as we need to cultivate ground inside ourselves, we also need to be grounded in things beyond ourselves. This can be our faith, our love, our awareness. Whatever it is that calls us outside our narrow sense of self and invites us to participate in a world far more wondrous than any person can imagine. Knowing our ground and knowing it well, consciously attending to it and taking good care. This is the only way to withstand turbulence. Even the most outrageous stream has a muddy bed that serves to keep it within bounds, enabling it to find its way to the sea. So just as you inhale, just invite the ground beneath you, the earth beneath you to come up and to meet you, to hold you, to ground you. And as you exhale, send your energy back down, rooting yourself deep down and connecting to the ground beneath you. And when you're ready, you can bend your knees and hug your knees into your chest. Stretch your lower back a little bit, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And with an exhalation, roll onto your right side. And press up and find a seat. Our hearts, connecting to our center, to the groundedness within us, our love, our hearts, our inner compass. Gently bow your head to your heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for practicing today and for looking within, for creating a groundedness within. Deep blessings. Until we meet again. I'll see you next time.